Welcome, everybody. My name is Bob Cattell, and I'm a co-affiliate director for the Massachusetts Future Problem Solving Program. I want to welcome everybody to our State Bowl Awards ceremony. Before I introduce our co-affiliate director, or my co-affiliate director, Renee Hanscom, I'd like to acknowledge some people who are an integral part of our program. First, I want to list our MassFPS Board of Directors. Larry Uchel is our president and chairman of the board. Renee and I are co-affiliate directors. Flora is our evaluation coordinator. Aldo Bianco is our CMPS coordinator. Joanne Bianco is our scenario writing coordinator. And on the board, we also have Michael Burke, Cindy Gould, Beverly Hugo, and Monica Wilkinson. Also want to thank our evaluators. We have evaluators for both scenario writing, CMPS, and also global issues problem solving. Our scenario writing evaluators are Joanne Bianco, Aldo Bianco, Cindy Gould, Renee Hanscom, and Larry Uchel. Our CMPS evaluators are Aldo Bianco, Joanne Bianco, and Cindy Gould. And finally, our CMPS, or I should say our GIPS evaluators, which include actually two FPS alumni, are Aldo Bianco, Joanne Bianco, Jeff Cattell, Cindy Gould, Quinn Hanscom, Renee Hanscom, Beverly Hugo, Monica Wilkinson, and Larry Uchel. Finally, I'd like to thank our coaches, students, and parents who all participated in the program. This has been a tough year for all of us with the lockdowns, closing of businesses, and hybrid and remote learning, with students and teachers Zooming, for many hours a day. Though all of you have, and through all of this, you found time to participate in the MassFPS program. I want to thank you for your continued support. Now I'd like to introduce my co-affiliate director, Renee Hanscom.
Thank you, Bob. And congratulations once again to everyone who participated in our 2020-2021 FPS competition season. It's been a different year for everyone involved with our program, and we're so proud of all of you because you worked so hard to make it to this point. Now, in a few moments, we will be announcing our winners and those who will be invited to represent Massachusetts at the international competition, which is going to be a virtual IC again this year with an exciting 3D platform. The virtual IC allows anyone an opportunity to be a participant in many of the events that are scheduled during the IC. You can watch the opening and the awards ceremony on Facebook Live. You can register to be an observer for a small fee and attend events such as the CMPS Virtual Fair, the Scenario Performance Finals, Scenario Writing Championship Readings, the variety show. There's games to meet the other students and participants in the program, and the list goes on. There are also great informational meetings scheduled to help answer any questions that you may have about the program, such as the parents and FPS working together meetings to talk with other parents and learn about how they got involved in the program. There are the scenario writing process workshops. So if you're interested in scenario writing, you can go and pick up some tips. There are thinking tools for CMPS coaches who want to just network with other CMPS coaches to see how they work their teams. There's the Coaches Connections, where you can kind of feed off of other coaches to see how that works, a student forum, and so much more. I strongly encourage you, whether you're invited as a competitor or attend as an attendee, to go to as many events as you can. If you had the opportunity to go to last year's virtual IC, this year is going to be bigger and more spectacular. If any coaches or parents out there who would really like to get more involved in the program on the international level, the International Conference is always looking for a set of volunteers. So if you're interested, please contact Bob Cattell or myself, and we will get you the information that's needed. We're very excited for this year's event, and we are also looking forward to next year's International Conference, which will be held at UMass Amherst, so look forward to that. So today we will be awarding winners in the following categories: scenario writing, community and individual problem solving, global issues problem solving for individuals and teams. And with that, I would like to turn it over to Joanne Bianco, our scenario writing coordinator.
Thank you, Renee. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the Scenario Awards 2020-2021. Unfortunately, this year we had no junior entrants. We had seniors, we had middle, but no juniors. So I'd like to encourage you to enter. And if you're on a team or if you're an individual, you still can enter this. And if you have friends who like to write, please tell them about it and get them to see your coach, and she can tell them more about entering for next year. We love reading the clever ways you work your storylines into our topics. So, without further ado, let me get to the awards. In the middle division, in third place, team code SM1108, Ephraim Curtis Middle School in Sudbury. The Tus Dawash, the hero from the Holocene, is his title. Coach, Beverly Hugo. In second place, team code SM1106, Edward Bellamy Middle School, Chicopee. Juliana Gaduis, her title, A Cry for Help. Coach, Sarah Kempesti. In first place, team code SM1102, Edward Bellamy Middle School, Chicopee. Piper Bajor, title, Rudder Knows Best. Coach, Sarah Kempesti. Congratulations. On to our senior division. In third place, team code SS1202, Barnstable High School, Hyannis. Nora Penny, her title is Oat Milk. Coach, Christy Sally. In second place, team code SS1201, Barnstable High School, Hyannis. Lucille Comar, her title was A Life Without Pain. Coach, Christy Sally. And in first place, team code SS1204, Barnstable High School, Hyannis. Phoebe Papavasalu. Her title is Sacrificial Lamb. Coach, Christy Sally. And let me just say, before we get on to communities, that all these 6 people are going to be invited to the International Bowl in June, and their coaches will be receiving all the additional information that they need. Now it's my pleasure to go to Community Problem Solving Awards and have them presented by Aldo Bianco, the CMPS coordinator.
Thank you, Joanne, and welcome everybody. So it's my pleasure to announce the awards for the 2020-2021 Community Problem Solving Competition. And community problem solving is a unique component of our program because we are working with the community. So the teams are working with school personnel, they're working with city officials, they're working with the student fellows, they're working with newspaper personnel. So in light of the pandemic this year, this was quite a challenge, quite a challenge. So I really want to congratulate our teams for overcoming this hurdle in light of the pandemic and doing an outstanding job. So let's go on now for the awards. First, I will announce the individual CMPS award. And for first place,
Middle division.
we have team code M12501, Galvin Middle School, Canton, Mass. Ashita Jaswal. The project was Hope, helping people on edge. And the coach was Rupali Gandhi, and that's from the middle division. Now we'll go to the senior division, individual. And in first place, we have team code SI2601 from Galvin Middle School in Canton, Massachusetts. The winner is Hashita Valuri. The project was Increasing Space Educational Engagement, and the coach, Madhuri Valuri. And now to the team competition. Team competition, middle division, first place, team code MT2101 from Canton High School, Canton, Massachusetts. And the team members were Julia Cummins, Riley Hahn, Danica Cito, and Anika Valuri. Project Remote, reimagining educational and meaningful opportunities to engage. Coach Susan Crespi. So again, I want to congratulate our winners, and I would like to see next year even more participation, because as I mentioned, community problem solving is unique, gives you a chance to go out into the community, and it also gives you a chance to do something good for the community. Now, all of these individuals and teams will be going and be invited to international, and you will be get further information to the coaches. Now it is my pleasure to announce our next presenter, Bob Cattell, who is our co-affiliate director of MassFPS, and he will present in the individual team JIPS awards. Thank you, everybody.
Well, I am not Bob Cattell. My name is Larry Uchel, and I am the chairman of the board of directors and the president of Massachusetts Problem Solving. Before I get into the individual and teams JIPS awards, I'd just like to say, along with others who have already made this comment, that this has been indeed a very, very challenging year. This is the first time we've ever conducted a state bowl, a Massachusetts state bowl, in a virtual setting. And so many people did a tremendous job in helping put this together, including the parents, all of the team members, the coaches, the evaluators. But I want to give a particular shout out and congratulations for a job well done to Bob Cattell and Renee Hanscom, who have worked immeasurable hours to put this all together. All right, so right now I'm going to start with the individual JIPS awards, and we will start with the individual JIPS competition. Junior division. In third place, team code IJ403, Tucker Elementary School, Milton, Massachusetts. Hooray! And the winner was Gabriella Robinson. Hooray! And her coach was Hannah Williams. Hooray! Now, second place in the junior division. Second place, team code IJ406, 407. Tucker Elementary School, Milton, Massachusetts. And the winner is Grayson Saba, second place. Hooray! Her coach, also Hannah Williams. Hooray! And finally, in first place in the individual GIPS competition, team code IJ401, Tucker Elementary School, Milton, Massachusetts. The winner is Josephine Funling. Hooray! And her coach again, Hannah Williams. Yay! Great job, junior division. And now in the individual competition for the middle division, we'll turn to the third place winner. And the third place, team code IM501, Barnstable Intermediate School, Hyannisport, Massachusetts. Third place goes to George O'Connor. Hooray! And George's coach was Deborah Contrino. Hooray! Well done. Now, second place in the middle division for the individual GIPS competition, team code IM511 goes to Galvin Middle School. And the second place winner is Anika Valori. Hooray! And Anika's coach is Susan Crespi. Hooray! Well done. And now first place, individual GIPS competition in the middle division, team code IM510, Bellamy Middle School, Chicopee, Massachusetts. The winner is Allison Wenzel. Hooray! And Allison's coach is Susan Kemsky. Yay! All right, now on to the senior division in the individual GIPS competition. First place, team code IS601, Canton, Massachusetts. And the first place winner is Harshita Balari. Yay! Great job, first place. Well done. And Harshita's coach is Madhuri Valuri. Yay! It's all in the family. Well done, all of you individual competitors. All right, I'm now moving on to the team competition in the GIPS competition, teams GIPS competition. We're going to start with the junior division. In third place, team TJ104, DuPont Middle School, Chicopee, Massachusetts. The winner of third place finishers are Gavin Grandmont, Austin Horn, Preston Jerzuk, and Griffin Risley. Hooray! Third place. And their coach is the great Michael Burke. Hooray! Now, second place, team code TJ103, DuPont Middle School, Chicopee, Massachusetts. The team members on this great second place team are Maeve Carter, Emily Fajal, Ayana Kojaniak, and Audrey Potter. Hooray! And their coach, the great Michael Burke. Yay! And now, first place, junior division, team code TJ102, Bellamy Middle School, Chicopee, Massachusetts. And those team members on this first place team are Ella Anthaki, Natalie Irish, Veda Patel, and Alexis Wojcik. Hooray! Job well done. And their coach, Sarah Kemsky. Hooray! And by the way, the first and second place winners in each of the team competitions will also be participating in the International Bowl. And I think Bob and Renee will talk about that a little bit more when it comes to their turn. We're now turning to the team's GIPS competition, middle division. In the middle division, in third place, team TM220, Barnstable Middle School, Hyannis, Massachusetts. Hooray! And their team was made up of Madison Crossan, Colt Hill, Will Penny, and Lauren Shute. Hooray! Job well done. Their coach, Deborah Contrino. Hooray for Deborah. On to second place in the team's GIPS competition in the middle division. And that team code is TM209, DuPont Middle School, Chicopee, Massachusetts. And their team was made up of Carter Janik, Ivy Lynn, Elise Lyons, and Jomar Torres. Hooray! Job well done. And their coach was the great Michael Burke. Hooray! Job well done. And now first place in the GIPS competition, middle division. First place goes to Team TM226, Barnstable Middle School, Hyannis, Massachusetts. And that great team is made up of Elise Abreu, Sloan Catrino, Callie DeDeco, and Molly Pullett. Hooray for the first place winners. Good job well done. And their coach is the great Deborah Catrino. Hooray! And finally, we get to the team GIPS competition in the senior division. In third place, team code TS308, Dedham Schools, Dedham, Massachusetts. And that team, that great team, is made up of Emily O'Neill, Sydney Park, and Luke Wilkinson. Only 3 in third place. Great job. Well done. And their coach, the fabulous Monica Wilkinson. Hooray! And now second place in the senior division. Team code TS301, Chicopee Comprehensive School, Chicopee, Massachusetts. Hooray! And their team is made up of Max Margato, Shane Stallman, Corey Thompson, Elliot Thompson. Hooray! Job well done. And their coach, the fabulous Michael Burke. And finally, first place in the team's GIPS competition is Team TS309, Dedham Schools, Dedham, Massachusetts. Hooray! And this first place team is made up of Max Gorman, Brian McDowell, Ryan Roberts, John Wilkinson. Let's give a big hand of applause to this first place team. And their coach, the great Monica Wilkinson. Let's give a great hand for all these teams. They did a fabulous, fabulous job. And now it's my pleasure to turn over the closing remarks to Bob Cattell and Renee Hanscom, who are MassFPS co-affiliate directors and who have worked tirelessly in putting together both the virtual state bowl and also this closing ceremony. They've done a fabulous job. Let's give them a big round of applause. Hooray! Take it away, Bob and Renee.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Larry. He's our cheerleader. There's no doubt about that. Okay. So thanks everybody for joining us for the live stream. Just a reminder for the coaches, we will be sending out information for you to register for the international conference. And as all of our announcers did say, for scenario writing, I'm just going to give a summary. For scenario writing, it's all of the finishers, first, second, and third place in both divisions will be invited. For CMPS, all 3 of our projects are also invited to the IC. And also in the GIPS competition, the first and second place finishers will be invited to the IC. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it over to my cohort, Renee.
Hi, thanks, Bob. So like I said, congratulations to everybody. This, as we keep saying, was a year that was unique, but as future problem solvers, the thing that we know how to do is solve problems, and that's what we did. We're very proud of all of you. And as I talked about before, we really hope that you join everybody at the International Conference. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we can't wait until we see you again next year. So thank you very much for me. I'll take it back to Bob.
Okay, and
Bye-bye.
thank you so much, everybody. Have a great Sunday. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.